Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Stop strobing, you bitch.
Serena. This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
It's grayed out.
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. My love.
You always put too much salt in.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
I've got no idea what I'm doing.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. She made this with her own hands. She was really good. Our refuge from the world, a place of warmth and passion. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. We used to keep a pitcher of water and a glass on this nightstand, but they're not here now. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
Sounds nice.
She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, the usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here. She is fairly religious, not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Hers. I used it too, when shaving. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays.
Good night,
I'm
Daddy.
remembering.
Sleep well. Ha 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 ha.
What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere, nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth.
Spooky.
There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
No, I think you should have a look. Or not.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume. These keys are for the cabin and the car.
I don't see any car keys.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you
There's more?
devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air, and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
Why won't you look in the mirror?
Comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
Yeah. Making me feel sick now.
It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Really? Okay. I think that's it there. Now, one look in the mirror. What? I'm looking at the ceiling, you idiot.
I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though. Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here, as long as we were together and happy.
Nothing in there.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet. See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
Stop flickering. Damn it.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else?
Something else.
We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Well, open the fucking thing then.
It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Oh. Okay.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
How thrilling.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Okay.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Okay.
Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
I don't want to know.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her, there are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now.
So why can I see through the roof? It's creaky.
Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate. Yet I don't feel hungry. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Culinary? Okay.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
What have we missed?
There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena. I can make out nothing through this window. There was a time, long ago, that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it. I better stay in case Serena comes back. There's always a chance she might return. There's nothing for me out there. This door has been creaking for years. One of the many things I promised I would fix. I have this gut feeling that I shouldn't leave just yet.
Okay, try the trunk again. I'll finish reading this.
Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are
welcome to the stream.
Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country.
Thank you.
Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are... My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
I've got no idea what I'm doing.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
It's called Serena.
Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside. I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world. We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin, like my books.
I've been to the books already.
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
Go for 6.
Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months.
Stop flickering, thank you.
We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale. The sun is streaming through the window. No reason to turn this on. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad. Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant and aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens. We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Head up. Nothing in there. Nothing in there.
There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere.
Okay.
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? I feel Too restless to sleep right now. The sunlight is so bright here.
Okay.
Another circle. No trap door under there. Just more creaky floor. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door under there. Just more creaky floor. There's nothing for me out there. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. Once we dragged these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding. One of a matching pair, obviously. The stove looks like something from World War I. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we manage to do with it from time to time. Well, she mostly.
Feeling peckish, dear?
The stove looks like something from World War I. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come.
What can I get over there? There we go.
Our dining table, quite modest, but I could tell plenty of stories about this table. She always worried about my diet. I used to think she did it to annoy me, but now... Yep, guilty as charged. I love salt. It emphasizes the taste a lot, and those crispy snacks. It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt. I always planned to switch to mineral or sea salt, but then I always ended up buying the regular stuff. Doctors, they always overreact. I must be even more exhausted than I realize. Here I am staring at a salt shaker, my thoughts a million miles away. It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt.
Would you pass me the pepper? You know, you should use it too. It's good for the pressure.
I can't help these random associations. It's always been that way. I look at a pepper shaker and think of a Beatles song.
What?
It's just a pepper shaker, really. We got this set from that clearance sale, however long ago that was, yet we never needed to refill it. I didn't notice this before. It reads, "Contents imported from Ceylon." How old is this stuff? It's just a pepper shaker, really. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
The face wasn't there before.
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was my love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a... The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera.
What's that mean?
It was a different world back then. How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market.
Okay.
We used to love rummaging around those in our room. Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending. Time works differently in the other world.
What?
She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. I can think of worse ways. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure...
Thank you for the host,
quaint.
buddy.
Still, some lines jump out at you. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, or simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday?
Saying something new on
This
everything.
table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out.
That's not changed.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you.
Okay.
I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me? The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course. Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. I'd give anything to see her standing here again, making coffee or sandwiches.
Coffee.
I made my own too, of course, but it just made me happy to see. When she was happy, she'd hum her favorite songs as she puttered around. I can't remember the last time. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what... Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
Freud or Marilyn Monroe?
Clock chimed.
Did I let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time. It all seems so meaningless now, drained of everything that made it worth reading in the first place. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. I kept saying I'd paint these chairs, add some color to this place. One more thing I never got around to. I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces.
Oh, he's getting angry.
It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. They're all lies.
It's getting very angry.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this... these...
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight. Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclura? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Dé Danann. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Where's the photograph come?
All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I can't even bear to look at my face. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed. Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? Bah! All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? Why torture myself trying to remember?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystals, and then you toppled us.
Okay, that's the same.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay.
I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
I hate her so much. She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening. No, I can still see even if the light is going. I'm not turning it on. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now! It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside.
Welcome to the stream train, the frames.
There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. I hate her so much.
Okay.
It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage?
How can a lamp destroy your marriage?
I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay.
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? I hate her so much. A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. This armchair, this is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. I'm too upset to even think straight. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake, or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started a mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. All those words, those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. I hate her so much.
Okay, let's go back to the table.
Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat.
Yum yum.
She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. All of these...
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. I couldn't care less about this damn. Why torture myself trying to remember? She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, what have I missed? The bed. The bed.
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful?
He's happy, isn't he? Not.
I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. I hate her so much.
Okay, clock again.
All of these
No.
pathetics. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? Why torture myself trying to remember?
Okay, covered.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Or maybe not.
All of this... I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
We don't have any more light bulbs. I'm sick of this thing anyway. We're chipping away at what little money we have because of a piece of junk.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Okay. Nothing there.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this, I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to... I hate her so much. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil.
Okay, nothing there. What am I missing? Okay.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile.
Welcome to the stream, Carla Peric 2000.
It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. Why torture myself? I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right?
Very bitter now.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Okay.
All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Nothing there.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay. Try to cover it again.
I hate her so much. All of this, these pathetic. I couldn't care less. Why torture myself trying to remember?
What am I missing?
I'm too upset to even. I hate her so
I
much.
sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story.
Okay.
I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth
Such
of your
happiness.
existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Oh.
You're very good at letting things you don't want to acknowledge slip off you. You continue as if nothing changed.
That's it. Okay.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture my... I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
What am I missing? Books.
All of these
No.
pathetic souvenirs. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
No.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her. All of these pathetic... I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We...
Heard that already. Can't do anything with the watch. Nothing in there. Okay. Covered. Ooh.
You realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But
My
you,
God.
You couldn't help your down.
What is this?
We try this
It can't.
now. The bull
It isn't.
any minute. Don't worry.
It's all trouble. He spent much time here.
How did it happen?
Fire will
I
do it.
can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed?
Hey Sean, welcome back.
It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
I just got chills now.
Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream. In that sleep of death, what dreams may come. I can't bring myself to close my eyes. I know I'll see her. What have I done?
Okay, I can't click on that anymore.
I should electrocute myself with that lamp.
You can't, you're dead, you idiot.
I used to have some sleeping pills here. They're gone. Oh, I'd give anything for a bottle of... So many things wrong. Different. I don't need to see that horror any better. What happened? I remember none of it.
This game is getting really
Nothing.
freaky.
Is there someone out there? Or am I hearing things? I'm not taking any chances by turning this on. Is this Job, was it? Why did I not die at birth? For now I would have lain down and been quiet. I would have slept. I would have been at rest. To hell with this book. My own dark world. Barely alive. Is this my eternal punishment?
It's taken me nearly an hour.
It's taken me nearly an hour or an hour and a half or whatever it is to figure out he's dead.
I wonder if this plant is poisonous.
It's crazy.
My luck, it would just give me a headache. Atropa belladonna. You were a better fate for me.
Okay, Rug?
I remember stumbling on this more than once, but she always insisted it be kept here. She did it on purpose. This rug. I could wrap the body in it. No, I can't. I can't even think about this. It's grotesque. Red like blood. Yellow like
Dead eyes.
dead eyes.
Okay, what else is to click on? I just have to click on everything now, I think.
Would death be guaranteed? If I'm too much of a coward to try killing myself with this. No light. Only darkness.
Nothing in there. Look like
Isn't time supposed to heal all wounds?
it stopped. It stopped.
I've really gone insane this time, haven't I? I could swear time is standing still. How long must I suffer? The sun is a silent death for some. Dehydration, delirium. If I smash the window, I could just slit my wrists with the shards. Bashing my head through might cut a carotid artery, even quicker than the wrists.
Okay.
When was the last time she brushed her hair? Did I brush her hair? They say hair is just dead cells anyway. The more hair you have, the more strands of dead cells sprouting from your scalp. Shattering it would get me some sharp shards, but now I'm so drained. It's all futile anyway. If only I could see her hold this again. But now, this is real. No dream was ever like this. I can't touch it. It was hers. What did I do to my love? It smells sour and musty.
Like decay.
Decay. Evidence. Shit. Evidence. I can't run from this.
What?
I didn't deserve her. Whatever happens to me, I will deserve it. She's not coming back.
She never left.
She never left. I've been running from a lot, but I can't run away from this. I must be in shock. It still hasn't sunk in emotionally what I must have done. What else would explain it? What's happening to me? Is this real or some kind of drug-fueled nightmare? I wish I could overdose myself with this. Nah, an easy way out is never the best one. My head is pounding. Is it the pills I never took? Is this my punishment?
That's all that. Okay. What haven't we done yet? Let's try the door.
Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police? Are they coming for me? I deserve it, but
You spent much time
I
here.
want to see who it is first. There's something about those voices.
Sorry, we'll do it.
I must know. The window.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self.
Okay, will do.
We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
What?
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
What?
Oh shit. We forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer.
Let me
It's in
go!
his place. We'll take it
Please!
from the ashes.
Let me go! No,
Holy shit.
not like this. Please. No.
What? Whoa. It was very freaky. No jump scares.